The great side about Cathedral Grove is that it's just a wonderful stop for people, and as you can see, we get 1,000 or more stops a day, so it's a highly valued part of a visitor trip to the island. The challenge, of course, is that we just don't have the parking. We don't have the traffic control through the park, so we think that the public is at great risk.
It's very dangerous crossing the highway. Every day you see people just about getting hit. The cars, some of the cars and trucks go whipping through here very fast. So the parking is terrible. The other thing is, with the big vans, the motorhomes, they'll park, but to get out, they usually get somebody out in the highway and they get people to stop the traffic. And some people think it's a highway and they're not going to stop. So it becomes very dangerous, especially with the kids and stuff. I always, when everybody's going to go towards the road, I always tell them to, while they get the kids in the hand, watch the traffic and take your time crossing the road, because you don't want to get somebody hurt.
Definitely, it's nice to visit both sides of the park, so I think it would be interesting to see maybe a crosswalk or something with some controls around that.
It's just, it takes your breath away, and they do not go 50 kilometers through here, and there's many large trucks that absolutely do not do the speed limit. It is so scary. They cannot stop on a dime. They can't. It is a huge concern to have people walking across this road. The parking is a concern. There's people beside the unit, their mirrors are out on the road and they're walking beside it, and it's so unsafe.
We were up 265% in June, 157 I believe in July, so we are seeing tremendous numbers of people explore this area, and we want them to continue to explore, and we want them to see both sides of this fantastic park. But it's our duty, collective duty, to keep them safe in doing so, and so that's our problem today, is we don't really believe it's safe enough.
If they got a gravel truck and just widen the road with gravel another 10 feet, people could park, people could walk on the opposite side of the road and be safe. They'd still have the concerns of crossing the highway when they want to do both walks, because there's one walk on one side of the highway and one walk on the other side of the highway, and people want to do both walks. Now, somebody has proposed that they could extend the park walkways down to the bridge, and they could walk under the bridge as a crosswalk, and would eliminate some of the problems.
Yeah, at the visitor center, that's where I've become aware of the complaints almost on a daily basis, either through our ambassador volunteers or the public. Certainly our ambassadors, they'll come in and they're here for hours, so of course they see a lot more than an individual might see, and that message gets relayed to me over and over and over again. And again, the big problems are the parking. As you can see, people park along the highway. There's really not room for them, so they're in big motorhomes. Often these are rental vehicles, so the people are unfamiliar with their own vehicle. The mirrors stick out over the highway. There's no room on the shoulder side to walk by, so people are actually walking by on the highway itself, bypassing these mirrors, putting themselves at huge risk. Kids, people in walkers, wheelchairs, the whole bit, we get it all. We see the problem and we'd like to work with somebody to, or a group of people to rectify it before somebody pays the price.